Chapter Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. So today we will complete all the test your knowledge questions. Question number 1 is Printer Printex Computer is a Singapore-based company having several business units all over the world. It has a unit for manufacturing printers with its headquarters in Pune. It has a branch in Dubai which is controlled by headquarters in Pune. What would be the residential status under the FEMA 1999 of printer units in Pune and that of Dubai branch? रेसिडेंशियल स्टेटस बताना है पुणे यूनिट का और दुबई ब्रांच का, क्योंकि सिंगापुर बेस्ड कंपनी है। ठीक है। और एक हेडक्वार्टर है जो कि पुणे में है और एक ब्रांच है जो कि दुबई में है, कंट्रोल होती है पुणे से, और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटी है। So answer to this is Printex Computer being a Singapore based company would be person resident outside India. ये POR होगा, PRO, person resident outside India, PROI. Section 2W defines a person resident outside India. Then Section 2U defines person under clause 8 thereof as person would include any agency, office, branch owned or controlled by such person. The term such person appears to refer to a person who is included in clause 1 to 6. Accordingly, Printex unit in Pune, being a branch of a company, would be a person. Section 2.5 defines a person resident in India under clause 3. Thereof, person resident in India would include an office, branch, or agency in India owned or controlled by a person resident outside India. Printex unit in Pune is owned or controlled by a person resident outside India, and hence it would be a person resident in India. However, Dubai branch, though not owned, is controlled by the printer unit in Pune, which is a person resident in India. Hence, the Dubai branch is a person resident in India. Dubai branch is also a person resident in India. तो इन्होंने क्या बोला कि भाई एक तो सिंगापुर जो है वो PROI है, पर्सन रेसिडेंट आउटसाइड इंडिया। फिर पर्सन की डेफिनेशन दी। पर्सन की डेफिनेशन में बताया कि क्या क्या इंक्लूड होते हैं, एजेंसी होती है, ऑफिस होता है, ब्रांच होता है, कंट्रोल्ड और ओन्ड बाय सच पर्सन। ठीक। एंड द सच टर्म पर्सन अपीयर्स टू बी to refer to a person who is included in clause 1 to 5, 1 to 6. So Printex unit की पुणे वाली branch being a branch of a company is a person, would be a person. And in second para they define a person resident in India. So as per clause 3, person resident in India would include person is agency, office or branch owned or controlled by a person, and person resident in India include office, branch, agency in India owned or controlled by a person resident outside India. So here the case is Printex unit is Pune is owned or controlled by a PROI. Hence the unit in Pune is PRI, person resident in India, because it is a person, because it is a branch. However, Dubai branch, though not owned, is controlled by the printer unit in Pune, which is a person resident in India. Pune unit is PRI and Dubai branch is owned by Pune unit. So the Dubai branch is also PRI. Question number 2. Mr. Sen, an Indian national, desires to obtain foreign exchange for the following purposes: remittance of US dollar 50,000 out of winnings on a lottery ticket, and second is US dollar 1 lakh for spending for sending a cultural troupe on tour of USA. Advise him whether he can get foreign exchange and if so under what conditions. इंडियन नेशनल को फॉरेन एक्सचेंज चाहिए। लॉटरी टिकट के लिए तो नहीं मिलता। Under provisions of Section 5 of FEMA 1999, Certain rules have been made for withdrawal of foreign exchange for current account transactions. Current account transactions के लिए कुछ rules हैं. As per these rules, foreign exchange for some of the current account transactions is prohibited. As regards some of other current account transactions, foreign exchange can be drawn with prior permission of the central government, while in case of some current account transactions, prior permission of Reserve Bank of India is required. किसी किसी केस में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से परमिशन लेनी पड़ती है और किसी किसी केस में रिजर्व बैंक से प्रायर परमिशन लेनी पड़ती है. So for the first case where there was a lottery winning of $50,000 remittance. So in respect of item 1, remittance out of lottery winning, such remittance is prohibited and the same is included in first schedule to the Foreign Exchange Management Current Account Transactions Rules 2000. Hence Mr. Sen cannot withdraw foreign exchange for this purpose. Second was for वो ट्रूप्स के लिए $1 लाख देना था. Foreign exchange for meeting expenses of cultural tour can be withdrawn by any person after obtaining permission from central government, from Government of India, Ministry of Human Resource Development, HRD मिनिस्ट्री से आपको लेना पड़ेगा. डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड कल्चर में आता है. As prescribed in second schedule to foreign exchange management current account transactions rules 2000. Hence in respect of item 2, Mr. Sen can withdraw the foreign exchange after obtaining such permission. Permission लेके फिर withdraw कर सकता है $1 लाख, बट $50,000 नहीं ले सकता लॉटरी के लिए. Question number 3. State which kind of approval is required for the following transactions under the Foreign Exchange Act 1999. X. A film star wants to perform along with the associates in New York on the occasion of Diwali for Indian residing at New York. Foreign exchange drawal to the extent of US $20,000 is required for the purpose. Second part is R wants to get his heart surgery done at United Kingdom. Up to what limit foreign exchange can be drawn by him and what are the approvals required? Approval to the following transactions under FEMA 1999. First is foreign exchange drawals for cultural tour require prior permission or approval from Ministry of Human Resource Department, Education and Culture, Department of Education and Culture, irrespective of the amount of foreign exchange required. There is no limit prescribed. Irrespective of the amount foreign exchange required, they can take it, but the permission of Ministry of Human Resource Department Development. Therefore, in the given case X, the film star is required to seek permission of the said Ministry of the Government of India. Second part, इंडिविजुअल कैन अवेल ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज फैसिलिटी. वो हार्ट सर्जरी के लिए पूछा था उसने कि कितनी लिमिट है. इंडिविजुअल कैन अवेल ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज फैसिलिटी विद इन द लिमिट ऑफ 2,50,000 ओनली. इंडिविजुअल के लिए लिमिट दी है 2,50,000 की. उसमें तुम कुछ भी करो, घूमो, सर्जरी कराओ, जो करना करो. Any additional remittance in excess of the said limit for the expense requires an approval from RBI. However, in connection with medical treatment abroad, no approval of the RBI is required. Therefore, R can drop foreign exchange up to the amount estimated by medical institute offering treatment. अच्छा हाँ, इसके लिए वो था कि अगर आप वहाँ से एस्टिमेट ले आओ, ये मेडिकल के लिए, एजुकेशन के लिए, यूनिवर्सिटी से फीस का एस्टिमेट ले लो या हॉस्पिटल से एस्टिमेट ले लो पहले कि भाई आपको कितना खर्चा लगने वाला है, तो उतना आप ले जा सकते हो. बाकी इंडिविजुअल की एज ए लिमिट इंडिविजुअली देखें तो 2,50,000 तक दे सकते हैं उसको. Question number 4. Referring to the provisions of the Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, examine whether we, an exporter, is bound to make declaration of a gift of jewelry valued at 20,000 rupees exported from India to United Kingdom. Referring to the provisions of FEMA Act 1999, examine whether we, an exporter, is bound to make a declaration of a gift of jewelry valued at 20,000 rupees exported from India to United Kingdom. वी एक एक्सपोर्टर है, उसने गिफ्ट किया वैल्यू ऑफ 20,000, तो उसका डिक्लेरेशन देना पड़ेगा कि नहीं. In accordance with the provisions of FEMA 1999 as contained in Section 7, read with Section 8, an exporter shall make appropriate declaration of the value of goods being exported, and he is also required to repatriate the foreign exchange due to India in respect of such exports to India in the manner within the time as may be prescribed. Under Section 8, the exporter is under an obligation to realize and repatriate to India such foreign currency. However, if there is an delay in the receipt of export, it will not be a violation which shall be punishable. Section 8 which shall be it will not be a violation which shall be punishable. Section 8 applies to a resident who shall take all the reasonable steps depending upon the individual case. There are certain categories of exports for which declaration need not be made. These are given under Regulation 4 of the Foreign Exchange Management Export of Goods and Services Regulation 2015. According to the regulation, export of goods by way of gift shall be accompanied by a declaration by the exporter that they are not more than 5 lakh rupees in value. Taking into consideration the above, since the value of jewelry to V's friend in the United Kingdom is less than 5 lakh in the value, the gift does not need any declaration to furnish by exporter to the specified authority. मतलब ऊपर ने ये बताया कि एक्सपोर्टर जो होता है अगर उसको कुछ भी एक्सपोर्ट करना है, कुछ भी वैल्यू कितने भी वैल्यू ऑफ गुड्स हैं वो एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है, तो उसको डिक्लेरेशन देना पड़ेगा, अप्रोप्रिएट डिस्क्लोजर देना पड़ेगा कि भाई क्या है उसमें, क्या कितनी वैल्यू का है। और उसके बाद रिपैट्रिएट भी करना पड़ेगा फॉरेन एक्सचेंज जो ड्यू टू इंडिया, मतलब उसको जो मिला है फॉरेन एक्सचेंज वो इंडिया लेके आना पड़ेगा उसको विद इन द टाइम प्रिस्क्राइब्ड। और अगर रिपैट्रिएट करने में और रियलाइज़ होने में थोड़ा टाइम हो जाता है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट लेके आना पड़ेगा विद इन अ टाइम पीरियड। और अगर थोड़ा सा लेट भी हो जाता है रिसीट करने में एक्सपोर्ट को, तो इट इज़ नॉट अ पनिशेबल ऑफेंस, पनिशेबल वायलेशन। ठीक है। और फिर नेक्स्ट में बोला है, फिर गिफ्ट का प्रोविज़न बता दिया कि अगर आप गिफ्ट कर दो किसी को, तो अप टू 5 लाख रुपए आप किसी को भी गिफ्ट कर सकते हो, अपने फ्रेंड को या फिर अपने रिलेटिव को आउटसाइड इंडिया। तो 5 लाख से कम का अगर गिफ्ट है तो उसके लिए डिक्लेरेशन देने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती। तो इन दिस केस देयर वाज अ गिफ्ट ऑफ 20,000 रुपीज़ ओनली, सो नो डिक्लेरेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड इवन फॉर द एक्सपोर्टर। क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. Referring to the provisions of Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, state the kind of approval required for the following transactions. M requires US 5,000 for remittance towards hiring charges of transponders. P requires US 2,000 for payment related to callback services of telephones. ये जो callback services है ना ये prohibited है। और 5,000 फॉर हायरिंग चार्जेस और ट्रांसपोंडर्स ये मिल जाएगा शायद। आंसर देखते हैं। Under Section 5 of the Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999 and rules relating thereto, some current account transactions requiring prior approval of the central government, some others require the prior approval of Reserve Bank of India, some are freely permitted transactions and some others are prohibited transactions। चार तरीके के ट्रांजेक्शन है, एक में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से परमिशन, एक में आरबीआई से परमिशन, दूसरे प्रोहिबिटेड और चौथे परमिटेड। सो फर्स्ट पार्ट ट्रांसपॉन्डर्स का कुछ करना था। इट इज़ अ करेंट अकाउंट ट्रांजेक्शन वेयर एम इज़ रिक्वायर्ड टू टेक अप्रूवल ऑफ द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट फॉर ट्रॉवल ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज फॉर रेमिटेंस ऑफ हायर चार्जेस ऑफ ट्रांसपॉन्डर्स, मतलब अप्रूवल लेना पड़ेगा सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का करेंट अकाउंट ट्रांजेक्शन। Second was withdrawal of foreign exchange for payment related to callback services of telephone is prohibited transaction. P cannot obtain US 2,000 for the said purpose. Next question number 6. Suresh resided in India during the financial year 2013-14. He left India on 15th July 2014 for Switzerland for pursuing higher studies in biotechnology for 2 years. What would be his residential status under the FEMA Act 1999 during the financial year 14-15 and 15-16? Mr. Suresh requires every year US 25,000 towards tuition fees and US 30,000 for incidental and stay expenses for studying abroad. It is possible for Mr. Suresh to get the required foreign exchange, and if so, under what conditions? फाइनेंशियल ईयर 13-14 था, इंडिया लिफ्ट किया 15 जुलाई 2014 को, मतलब 14-15, स्विट्जरलैंड जाने के लिए। 2 साल की पढ़ाई है उसकी। व्हाट वुड बी हिज रेसिडेंशियल स्टेटस फॉर फेमा? पिछले साल जो था वो रेसिडेंट था, इस साल पर्सन रेसिडेंट आउटसाइड इंडिया हो गया। ड्यूरिंग द फाइनेंशियल ईयर 14-15 और 15-16 में पूछा है। एंड एवरी यूएस डॉलर में रिक्वायर्स 25,000 every year tuition fees and 30,000 for incidental and stay expenses. Is it possible for Mr. Suresh to get the required foreign exchange, and if so, under what conditions? ट्यूशन फीस का तो मिल जाएगा, क्योंकि वहाँ से आप एस्टिमेट मंगवा लो कॉलेज से और वो सबमिट कर दो, तो आपको परमिशन मिल जाएगी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से या आरबीआई से। और 30,000 जो इंसिडेंटल एक्सपेंसेस हैं, इसका क्या होगा? Residential status. According to Section 25 of Foreign Exchange Management Act, person resident in India means a person residing in India for more than 182 days. 182 दिन से ज़्यादा जो रहता है ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऑफ प्रीसीडिंग फाइनेंशियल ईयर, पिछले साल, तो वो रेसिडेंट होता है। हाउएवर इट डज नॉट इंक्लूड अ पर्सन हु हैज़ गॉन आउट ऑफ इंडिया और वो स्टेज आउटसाइड इंडिया फॉर एम्प्लॉयमेंट आउटसाइड इंडिया और फॉर एनी पर्पज़ or for any other purpose. In such circumstances, ads would indicate his intention to stay outside India for an uncertain period. बट ऐसे इंसान को इंक्लूड नहीं करता रेसिडेंट में जिसका इंटेंशन अनसर्टन पीरियड का है। बट इसका इंटेंशन तो 2 ही साल का था कि 2 साल पढ़ेगा फिर वापस जाएगा। जनरली a student goes out of India for a certain period. In this case, Mr. Suresh, who resided in India during financial year 13-14, left on 15th July 2014 for Switzerland for pursuing higher studies in biotechnology for 2 years. He will be resident as he has gone to stay outside India for a certain period. RBI has, however, clarified in its AP Circular number 45, dated 8th December 2003, that students will be considered as non-residents. ठीक है, this is because usually students start working there to take care of their stay and cost of studies. ऐसा क्योंकि स्टूडेंट जो हैं जो पढ़ने जाते हैं वो नॉर्मली वहीं रहने लगते हैं और वहीं काम करने लगते हैं, क्योंकि अपनी फ़ीस निकालनी होती है उनको। मिस्टर सुरेश विल नॉट बी resident during the financial year 15-16 as he did not stay in India during the relevant financial year 14-15. तो 14-15 का भी तो बताना है कि रेसिडेंट है कि नहीं। 13-14 में तो था रेसिडेंट, बट 14-15 में लेफ्ट किया, तो 14-15 में क्या था? दोनों पूछे हैं उस क्वेश्चन में। फॉरेन एक्सचेंज फॉर स्टूडेंट्स स्टडीज फॉर स्टडीज अब्रॉड. According to Para 1, Schedule 3 to Foreign Exchange Management Current Account Transactions Amendment Rules 2015, dated 26th May 2015, individuals can avail of foreign exchange facility for studies abroad within the limit of $US 250,000. अच्छा, इसके लिए लिमिट है $250,000 की. Any additional remittance in excess of the said limit shall require prior approval of RBI. RBI से अप्रूवल लेना पड़ेगा इससे ज़्यादा के लिए. Further provision to Para 1 of Schedule 3 states that individual may be allowed remittances without seeking prior approval of RBI exceeding rupees 250,000 based on the estimate received from the institution abroad. अगर 2,50,000 से ज़्यादा चाहिए और RBI का अप्रूवल नहीं लेना है तो वहाँ से एस्टिमेट मंगवा लो. इन दिस केस द फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिक्वायर्ड इज ओनली 55,000 पर अकेडमिक ईयर. 25,000 उसको फीस देनी थी और 30,000 उसको रहने का खर्चा था, तो 55,000 ही है. तो हेयर RBI अप्रूवल इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, क्योंकि 250 की लिमिट तो वैसे भी वो नहीं हो रही. और नॉन रेसिडेंट बोल देंगे उसको 2015-16 में, क्योंकि 14-15 में यहाँ था ही नहीं वो. Question number 7. Mr. P has won a big lottery and wants to remit $20,000 out of his winnings to his son who is in USA. Advise whether such remittance is possible under FEMA Act 1999. No, this is a prohibited transaction. Mr. Z is unwell and would like to have a kidney transplanted done in USA. He would like to know the formalities required and the amount that can be drawn as foreign exchange for the medical treatment abroad. देखो, एक इंडिविजुअल की लिमिट तो 2,50,000 की होती है, बट अगर आप मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट के लिए जा रहे हो और अगर आप वहाँ उस हॉस्पिटल से एस्टिमेट मंगवा लो तो जितना उसमें लिखा होगा उतना आप रेमिट कर सकते हो विदाउट परमिशन ऑफ आरबीआई. Remittance of foreign exchange for studies abroad. Foreign exchange may be released for studies abroad up to a limit of $250,000 for the studies abroad without any permission from the RBI. Above this limit, RBI's prior approval is required. Further proviso to para 1 of Schedule 3 states that individual may be allowed remittances exceeding 250,000 US dollars based on the estimate received from the institution abroad. In this case, since US dollar 1,20,000 is the drawal of foreign exchange, so permission of RBI is not required. वो दोनों ऐड करके बता देते हैं, रहने और पढ़ने का खर्चा. Next is gift remittance exceeding 10,000 US dollars under the provisions of FEMA. Certain rules have been made for drawal of foreign exchange for current account transactions. Gift remittances is a current account transaction. Gift remittance exceeding 2,50,000. Excuse me. Back to my senses. Gift remittance exceeding rupees 2,50,000 can be made after obtaining prior approval of RBI. In the present case, since the amount to be gifted by an individual, Mr. Rohan, is 10,000 US dollars, there is no need for permission from the RBI. तो बेसिकली इसने अपना वो नहीं रेमिट किया, लॉटरी का पैसा नहीं रेमिट किया है, इसने बेटे को गिफ्ट दिया है $10,000 का. तो $2,50,000 तक की लिमिट है, तो $10,000 दे रहा है, कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है. ठीक है भाई. अबे तुमने गलत आंसर पढ़ लिया. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 पढ़ा था, आंसर नंबर 8 पढ़ लिया. किडनी ट्रांसप्लांट वाला था ना ये, तो ये वाला था. ये 20 तो कैसे हो सकता है भाई ये विनिंग्स. आई वॉज अमेज्ड, बट तब भी मैंने पढ़ लिया, मेरे को लगा भाई होगा भाई कुछ. Remittance of foreign exchange, section 5 of the Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. According to section 5 of the FEMA 1999, any person may sell or draw foreign exchange to or from an authorized person if such a sale or drawal is a current account transaction, provided that central government may, in public interest and in consultation with the Reserve Bank, impose such reasonable restrictions for current account transactions as may be prescribed. As per the rules, drawal of foreign exchange for current account transactions are categorized under three headings. Transactions of drawal which are transaction for which drawal of foreign exchange is prohibited. Transaction which need prior approval of appropriate government of India for drawal of foreign exchange, and transaction which requires RBI's prior approval for drawal of foreign exchange. First part, where Mr. P wanted to remit $20,000 out of his lottery winning to his son residing in US dollars, such remittance is prohibited. The same is included in the foreign exchange management current account transaction. नहीं कर सकते ना आप, क्योंकि गिफ्ट बोल के भी कुछ नहीं कर सकते, पैसा लॉटरी का है आपका वो. Remittance of foreign exchange for medical treatment abroad requires prior permission of approval of RBI, where the individual requires withdrawal of foreign exchange exceeding 2,50,000. 2,50,000 से ज़्यादा का अगर विड्रॉल कर रहे हो तो RBI की परमिशन लगेगी. The schedule also prescribes that for the purpose of expenses in connection with medical treatment, the individual may avail of exchange facility for an amount in excess of the limit prescribed under the liberalized remittance scheme if so required by a medical institute offering treatment. लिबरलाइज रेमिटेंस स्कीम के हिसाब से अगर 2,50,000 से ज़्यादा का एस्टिमेट बना के देता है मेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूट तो भी ले जा सकते हैं. Therefore, Mr. Z can draw foreign exchange up to US dollar 2,50,000 and no prior permission or approval of RBI will be required. For amount exceeding the above limit, authorized dealers may release foreign exchange based on the estimate from the doctor in India or hospital or doctors abroad. मतलब ऑथराइज्ड डीलर जो होते हैं वही दे सकते हैं अगर एस्टिमेट चेक कर लें वो तो, क्योंकि बाद में आरबीआई उनसे चेक करेगा ऑथराइज्ड डीलर से कि भाई आपने 250 से ज़्यादा दिया कैसे, तो वो एस्टिमेट दिखा देंगे कि सर ये एस्टिमेट लेके आए थे, ये देखो। Question number 8. Mr. Rohan, an Indian resident individual, desires to obtain foreign exchange for the following purpose: US dollar 1,20,000 for studies abroad on basis of estimate given by foreign university. 250 तक कोई लिमिट नहीं है तो कोई परमिशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है. गिफ्ट रेमिटेंस अमाउंटिंग टू 10,000 US डॉलर, इसमें भी टोटल भी कर लेंगे तो 31 ही होगा. 250 की लिमिट है, नो मतलब अलाउड है, दोनों अलाउड है. पढ़ ही लिए थे वैसे अभी अपन ने. रेमिटेंस ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज फॉर स्टडीज अब्रॉड, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज में भी released for studies abroad up to a limit of US dollar 10 20 50,000 for the studies abroad without any permission from the RBI. Above this limit, RBI prior approval is required. Further, proviso to para 1 schedule 3 state that individual may be allowed remittances exceeding 250,000 US dollars based on the estimate received from the institution abroad. In this case, since US dollar 1,20,000 is the drawal of foreign exchange, so permission of RBI is not required. And second case, gift remittance of US dollar 10,000 under the provisions of Section 5 FEMA 1999. Certain rules have been made for drawal of foreign exchange for current account transactions. Gift remittance is a current account transaction. Gift remittance exceeding US dollar 250,000 can be made after obtaining prior approval of RBI. In the present case, since the amount to be gifted by an individual, Mr. Rowan, is US dollar 10,000, there is no need for any permission from the RBI. पेपर में इतने सिंपल सिंपल थोड़ी पूछते हैं, पेपर में तो ऊट पटांग पूछते हैं भाई.